Good morning. This is John the Pokeball here. We are live from the Limitless Qualifier number 3. This is my first time live streaming, so may have to bear with me on some technical difficulties, but we will be going into the tournament shortly. It's got about a minute and a half before the games start going live, so they'll be making the matchups and then we will be ready to go. So I certainly hope everybody had a good night last night. I feel like the my prep matches went very well. We will see how these go today. We'll be going up against some of the best players in the world, some other streamers, and then there'll be players who are there just for fun. So we'll see how things go. Last time I played a Cincino Mill deck, and came out of this tournament in number 2 as 5 wins and 6 losses. Not quite good enough for a day 2, but we will see how we do today. We're playing a Bolton V deck, so we are going with an electric type. My predictions for the day are that you're going to see Dragapult V Max be the top deck of the weekend. I think you'll see a couple of Bolton V decks do well. Flavors of ADPization will do well, and I throw in like the ADP Spirit Tomb variations, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Mill deck go well. I'm very interested to see if the Mill decks are going to be playing Milo, and the Milo card. If you don't know what that is basically you you can toss up to 2 cards into your discard pile, and for every card that you discard in this fashion, you can draw 2 more. So basically, you're going to get 4 cards for discarding 2. So that's going to be a great way of drawing through your deck and getting down to the bottom where you can set up like a Bellaba and Bryson man kind of rotation. Play those guys, use your Rangaroo to draw them back out, and then play them again on your next turn. So it'll be really interesting to see what we have. Let's see if we've gotten any matchups yet. No matches yet. So let's see. Sometimes you got to kind of dig into the Now they've not started the matches, so that means they are still setting up the matchups. Of course, you can't see this part of the screen. But let's see what I'm anxious. I feel like this is going to be a very fun qualifier. Probably more so than the last 2, because the last 2 have very already had the meta set, so you always kind of knew what to expect, what kind of decks. But this one is fresh, brand new. This is the first time that Rebel Clash is going to be available for play. And then in 2 weeks, after today, and we'll see what decks do well today. In 2 weeks for qualifier number 4, you're going to see what decks are going to end up being the cream of the crop, I think. I haven't made any matchups. Let's check and see if there's anything on the announcements here. Well, yeah, it looks like that it's not just me. The checking, I've got a laptop over here with Discord up on it, and I've got a lot of folks saying that they're not seeing the matches yet. So there's an announcement. Let's see what the. Okay, that was back before 8 a.m. saying the check-in closes soon. So I have a feeling they're still putting together the round 1 matchups. No matches found. So I ran into an interesting conundrum yesterday. Um, I was going to go out and buy an elite trainer box to open up on stream last night, and of course, for those who watched last night's stream, I ended up opening up some digital packs online. But I was wanting to buy an elite trainer box for Rebel Clash, get a few physical cards, and it seems like none of our retailers locally have any of the new sets available. And I know with the bracket has started. Let's go to the event. Oh, there is my opponent. But continuing on with the story, the I've not been able to find any Rebel Clash um, sets, packs, um, trainer boxes for retail. And I know things with the coronavirus has been kind of slowing things down, and I planned on using like some kind of curbside pickup through GameStop or through Walmart or something like that. And but there are no Rebel Clash sets to be found online, at least as far as retail goes. I know I can go to TCG Player, and I may do that to be ready for the next for the next time I want to do an opening. But I would have, I would have thought there would have been at least a couple. But that I'm just wondering if maybe Pokemon did not print as many Rebel Clash sets due to there being a lower demand for the physical cards. And all right, we are live at the tournament, waiting for my opponent to check in. I am matched up to an opponent named Ren, and we will see if now the waiting begins to see if they have joined the lobby. I've got 11 minutes and 15 seconds before this round becomes null and void if they don't check in. So that is a lot of time for me to sit here and just talk at a camera and think of things to say without actually being in the game. Sometimes these 8 a.m. matches are a little early for a few folks if they didn't get in the bed till about 2 a.m. But you see, the thing is, this being a tournament that is available worldwide. You're having to deal with many different time zones. Me, I'm here in the Eastern time zone, so this tournament for me is, I mean, it's easy to get up and get into it. But now, if you're West Coast in the United States, this tournament is starting at 5 a.m. And I don't know if even I would have the um, gumption to get out of bed at 5 a.m. on a Saturday. I do that every day during the week, and Saturdays and Sundays is the only mornings I get to sleep in till at least 7 or 8 o'clock. And I don't know if I would even be too excited to get up at 5 a.m. I'd probably do it just because I really enjoy playing Pokemon and I want to grow this channel and be available for you, the viewer, as a resource. But in the meantime, while we're waiting, if you do like the content that we here at the Pokeball Network, may have to change the name. I kind of like the ring of that. At the Pokeball Network are doing, then hit that like, hit subscribe, because once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I am going to donate $100 to Alzheimer's research. Because that subject is very near and dear to me, as I have had a grandparent who had Alzheimer's, who passed away from it a long time ago, back in the 90s. And also, my father has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. He's kind of in the earlier stages of it right now. He's, a little bit, kind of a little bit forgetful of things. Or, if, oh, there's my opponent. So let's take this to the matches, shall we? All right. Accept. And I am going to challenge to a timed match and waiting for my opponent to respond. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round one of the Limitless Qualifier number 3. I'm playing against a Jay Lloyd, and he is getting the coin flip. So let's see if we get heads or tails. I won the coin flip, so I am going to elect to go second. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Sorry, I chose the wrong deck. Can we start over? There we go. Thanks. All right, I'm leading with the Jirachi now that we got my technical difficulties ironed out. Oh, we're playing with a mirror match. I have predicted it. Well, there are going to be electricity in the air. All right, so let's get us a Bolton out here. And top of Cocoa, get that ready. Yeah. Going to Dance of the Ancients. Get my Pikarom working. And I'm going to go ahead and bench the Fion. And set up Pikarom for my turn 2. don't want to have to. I need. He's digging. He's got to try to establish his bench now. So I am at a little bit of an advantage at the moment. Because he just did not get the great start out of the gate. There we go. He's got the Zera Aura, so he's got the retreat working for him now. He's playing with a second Pikarom. I wonder if he's going to be using Boltund, if this is a more classic Pikarom deck, or it's got the speed energy. Going for the Jirachi. So I wonder, he may have a switch, so if he's going for a Thunder Mountain, he could get essentially, he's going to try to pull up my, okay. I'm going to go for my Zera Aura here. Whirlpool Suction. Let's see what he brings up. My money's on the Dedenne. He'll bring that up as the sacrificial pack of Pokemon. Oh, okay. This is interesting. $150, $190. I'm gonna knock out his. I'm gonna knock out his free retreat. So now he's gonna have to rely on switches to be able to move his Pokemon around, unless he's got a second Zera Aura in that deck. And that is entirely possible. There's the switch. This point is a very, does he go for, he's going to go for the full blitz, or is he going for tag bolt? I may have popped my GX just a little too soon, but we will see. I'm going to bring up the Raichu and a Alolan Raichu. And I think, One, two, three, four, five. I'm going to full blitz and get my Raichus ready for battle. I think think by knocking out that Zera Aura, I think I may have made an error in my judgment. I should have just did a full blitz and spread the energy around. That was, I think, my critical mistake. Yeah, that was a blunder on my part, ladies and gentlemen. Because he may grab. Not quite. Where does he put his energy? Hmm. Let's get that second Dene up there. Okay. Wasn't great, but I need a couple more energy before I can do that. Tandem shock. Does he have the switch? That's He's going for another Dene. I bet. He's got to look for the Dene. Top Coco. Okay. He still has his GX attack. So he's going to try to get. That's what I would do in this case. If he has an energy switch, he could take one off of the lead Pika Rom and put it on his benched Pika Rom. He's going to Dance of the Ancients for the 5th. And then he could attach for turn on the 6th. Ooh, an Eldegoss. Ooh, okay. I see you. I see you. Three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4. All he needs is an energy switch. And I bet he's got to be going for a Dedenne now. Yep. He's going to put the Dedenne on there to try to get There's a 6. Okay. Now he's got to get something. He's thinning his hand to try to find that switch. There it is. And that, I believe, yeah, that's going to be game. All right. Win, loss, confirm. Confirm. All right, so that was round 1. I will be coming back here in a few minutes for round 2. Don't go away. I'm going to end the stream for the moment, and we will be back. We are back. We are getting ready to jump into round 2 of the Limitless tournament, qualifier number 3. I'm checking into my second match right now. I'm going to be playing Demand 910. So let's jump into our game and get going. Bolton. Time match. Okay. I lost the coin flip. Not a bad start. We'll jump up there with the Jirachi. We are playing another electric deck. Not the mirror, but it is an electric deck. He's going to be going for a little bit of poison in his life. But he is playing the Bolton V. So this deck is probably closer to mine than I think. But the Toxtricity V is dependent upon using poison, as you can see. So this guy is definitely trying hard for all right, let's see. I'm going to Stellar Wish. Yeah. I need to get a Bolton up. Yeah, I've got everything I need, I think. Right here. I'm going to sacrifice a switch. Yeah, I've got everything in deck that I need. This is Not too bad. Got my retreat. Bring my bolt-on up. Speed energy. Lovely. Drop this Jirachi. Move on to Dance of the Ancients. Start spreading around a little bit of Lightning Dove. The only thing that could have played more into my favor is if I could have gotten the, well, I think I'm okay. Question is, do I want to go for Electrify, or do I want to go for, yeah, I'm going to Electrify. Yes, I think this is my best route here. Because next turn I can take his Boltund out if I choose. I may, actually what I'm going to do is I am going to retreat into my Jirachi and see if I can get something up here like a Professor's Research or a Volkner. Oh, he's got that VMAX out there. Okay. Oh, don't need the Volkner. Okay. Let's go ahead and Volkner. Electropower. I really need to get that. Yeah. Yes, yes, I am filming. All right. Trying to decide if, yeah, he may take that. Let's see who he puts up. There we go. There we go. That is about as good of a play as I could have hoped for in this round. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I almost wish that I would have. I almost wish that I would have went for the. Oh, he's going to bring up my Pikarom. Poison. That may take. Yeah. Going to get rid of that stadium that they've got up there. And now I'm going to switch into Boltund. Let's take him out. Back away, cat. My cat is trying to Shanghai my breakfast. Hmm. Boss's order. What's he going to bring up? The Jirachi, maybe? Yeah. Well, that's not too bad. Darn it. I was 10 short. I probably should have went Dedenne hunting with that electromagnetic radar. Buddy, I think you just did me a favor. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, does he have poisoned? Still not enough. 160, 170. And then there were one. Oh, that's a good prize draw right there. What does he have that can? One, he's going to need energy. Oh my, I just had a crazy thought. He's going to Marnie, so you won't be able to. Is he going to Marnie? Use the Marnie. Come on, use the Marnie. So he has a boss's order. If he has a boss's order, it's game over. If he doesn't, I've got it. Yes, he's using the Marnie. I think that's going to be. I think that's game. I think that's game. That's game. That is game. No, it's not. I'm 10 short. Oh no. Oh no, I'm 10 short. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. This is very bad. This is very bad. All he needs is an energy. He's got game. Does he have an energy? Does he have the energy? Come on. Are you? Oh, okay. He's digging. I bet he's got an energy in that. Ordinary rod. Okay. He's putting energy back into his deck. Does he? He doesn't have a way of digging it. His bench is full. Does he? What has he got to dig it out with? That's game. That's game. Right there. Well played. Whew. And ladies and gentlemen, we won round two. That was a bit of a nail biter, but I will be coming back for round three here in a few minutes. I need to go and have a little bit of breakfast, so I will see you matchups to come online. We probably have about 5 or 6 minutes. So I'm going to give a little bit of a recap of round two. I'm right now. I am 1-1 for the day. 1 win, 1 loss. I won my round 2 match against a Toxtricity V Max in a very close nail biter. I honestly thought that I was one attack away from losing that round. My opponent had the Toxtricity VMAX up in the end, but I had a boss's order in hand and was able to gust up his Jirachi for the final knockout. He had 2 prize cards left, and I was down to 1. And if I had not taken out his one of his Toxtricity VMAX earlier in the match to get a lot of his energy into the discard pile, I would not have been standing here talking about a round 2 victory. But I was fortunate and was able to draw the right cards at the right time to make that victory a possibility. I want to give a shout out to Demand 910 out there. That was my opponent in the tournament. He played a very good match, and I wish him all the best today, as I do for all of the people who have registered for the Limitless Online Series tournament today. Today there are a little bit over, they are 1,298 attendees. So that is a very big tournament in terms of players. I mean, that sits along the lines of like a regionals tournament where people come in from all different areas and play. So this was what I would imagine would be like what a regional tournament would be. This many players, and they play a 2-day setup. So this is a very much a digital version of a regionals, and I have to say I have learned a lot over the last 3 tournaments this being the third, the last 2, I should say, that I have played in. The first tournament that I was in the Limitless series, I was playing an ADP-zation deck, and, well, one, I just did not prepare well enough. I had only had my deck list ready the night before, or maybe a couple days before, and was playing it a little bit and just did not know all the finer intricacies of that deck, and it really showed that day. I was only had 2 wins on the day, and then I played a mill deck for qualifier number 2, and that deck, and I had started playing that deck like the Monday after the qualifier number 1, and I played that deck for 2 whole weeks and was pretty confident in how it would set up and play, and the wins and losses did show. Although I did not make it to day 2, I did pull out 5 victories and 6 losses. That is a major improvement from only the 2 victory qualifier number 1. And honestly, the 2 victories in qualifier number 1 were due to opponent disqualifications. So I can't really even honestly claim a true victories in qualifier number 1. But now today I'm playing the Bolton V deck. If you've just joined the stream, and I have gone 1-1. And the funny part is I have played electric type decks on both matches. The first match was closer to a mirror match as far as the way the deck plays. He was playing with Pikarom and Zeraora, more of the classic Pikarom type setup. He did not have a Bolton, at least not that I could tell. And he won due to really an error on my part. But hey, that's how most wins and losses goes. Sometimes somebody makes a mistake, and the other person is able to capitalize on that. And I made a very critical error about maybe 3 or 4 plays into the match, and I paid for it. It ended up being semi close, but not with the victory. Now in round two, I feel like I played a little more conservatively. I didn't go for any of the riskier plays, and it did pay off. But it was a nail biter. Um, I had thought I had victory in hand twice, and I didn't quite have enough energy to pull off the knockout one time, and then, but fortunately enough, he didn't have enough energy to make the knockout on my side, and I was able to use boss's order, bring up the Jirachi for the knockout and the victory. Let's see if we have gotten round three up yet. Yes, we have round three in the gate. Let's go and check into our match and well, view the match. Check in. We are just waiting on my opponent, Stall Machine. He is 1-0. Did he not play in the first? That's odd. I'm 1-1 and he is 1-0. Huh. Okay. But we have 9 minutes and 52 seconds for my opponent to show up in the game. So we will be waiting this out. If you like our content, guys, I would like to urge you to please subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be doing some donations to some favorite charities once I reach certain subscription goals. At 1,000 subscribers, I am going to be donating $1,000. Oh, I'm sorry, $100. 1,000. I'm sorry. My opponent just jumped into the match. I am going to be donating $100 to Alzheimer's research, and Bolton V accept. All right. Oh, Leaf, Dark, Psychic, and Metal. Interesting matchup. All right, I'm going to lead with my Jirachi. Oh, yes, I have the wait and see hammer in my opening hand, and I am going second turn one. So that is going to give me a chance to at least slow my opponent down on the energy play. What is this deck? I have not seen Weedle or Beat. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, I have. I have seen this. Oh man, that's a wild deck, dude. it's the deck I'm thinking it is. I have to admit, I have. Well, he just neutralized my need for the wait and see hammer, but okay. Hustle belt. So this is some sort of spirit tomb flavor. I gotta admit, this is totally new. I am not very certain of this deck. Stellar Wish, yes. I will take. Do I want electromagnetic radar or do I want the Volt? I think I'm going for electromagnetic radar. Because now I can go to dump the wait and see hammer and one energy. Let's go get Stadium Nav. Okay. I think my mistake was not switching. I was hoping, I was really hoping I would get a switch off of that Dedenne, but it looks like I have a handful of energy. The rare candy. Okay. Going to Dance of the Ancients. I really would like to get that. I think I'm going to spread it around a little bit because I'm not certain what this. That's good. That is really good. Uh oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Because all he has to do is just attack, and I'm knocked out. I've only seen this deck like twice, so I don't really have a very effective. Oh my. Wow, this is a good deck. I'm going to go take care of this Weedle. So now I've got to work my way through a Lily's Pokédoll. And I know what I'm going to do next hand. Next hand. Oh, no. That kind of shot that in the foot. Now that he's got two Pokédolls up there. Spirit Tomb and a Weedle. Okay. Rosa. This is a good deck. A very good deck. I'll bring up the other one. Put down a Weedle, I'm assuming. Yeah. Damage it. See, if I play that, he is going to. It's just hilarious. I feel like I've got all the cards I could want to knock any of these. I could knock any of his cards out, but gotta have that gusting. Man, I miss. Oh, I really wish I had some more gusting right now. Well, I need to at least take a prize card. Do I take a chance with a quick ball and a Dedenne and hope I can grab another? Yeah, it's no risk, no reward, right? Well, do that. Maybe he'll have trouble getting the rare candy, unless he's already got it in hand. Well, he's got the Rosa, so he has the rare candy in hand. All right, guys, so I am 1 win and 2 losses on a very clever B-drill deck. I think that may be only the third time that I have ever seen that deck, and it is a very, very good deck as far as, it's a single prize deck. It does huge amounts of damage. Um, so, I mean, I may have to put that guy together and play it. That is a very fun deck, and I think I'm going to see if I can build it and play it in ladder matches because it's got a lot of moving pieces, but it can really put a huge hit out there, and it can basically one hit anything, literally one hit anything. So, as long as you could get your rare candies and and everything up when you need them, that deck is a deadly awesome deck. And I, I hate a loss, but I don't mind losing to something that's that clever. So I'm going to sign off for a few minutes till round 3 starts, and I will see you in a little bit. I've seen that deck maybe only 2 other times, and you don't see it often, but I feel like every time I have seen that deck, I have lost to it. But it's a very interesting deck because, in truthfulness, that deck can one hit absolutely anything, hands down. And the card, that card has been around for a while. It came out in Team Up because I did some checking while I was off stream because I'm very interested in this card. And excuse me just a second, I'm going to change my camera angle here just a little bit because I feel like y'all are seeing, I'm looking down on everything. So there we go. I think I like that better. So while I was off stream, I did some checking. That card came out in Team Up. So it is still a valid card for the next year and a half. And I'm very amazed that that deck has not seen more traction. I mean, it does have its weaknesses, um, I'm sure. I would think if you could get your Pika-ROM powered up at the right time, you would be able to, clear a bench. But I mean, that could, that could be remedied by using a Mew. But otherwise, it's a very quick deck. I mean, the only real thing that you've got to hope that you can get your hands on and quickly is a rare candy. I mean, need a leaf energy. I mean, you're using your Spiritombs to generate some damage, and then you're using cannot think of it. There's a card that has the ability that allows you to move damage around. So all you gotta do is just damage that card, or use your rainbow energy. So this is it's a very interesting deck, to say the least. So we're just about ready to, I think, to start round 4. I would say pairing should be up here any minute now. I'm going to jump over here to the chat and see if there is any info on the 4th round. Round 4. Before round 3 go. Let's see, I would suspect that we will be ready to play here any time now. Although Pool 2, the way they break their tournament down is they break it down into 4 different player pools. And then they don't start a new round until all the pools. So it looks like Pool 2 is only 78% done and Pool 3 is 99%. 1 and 4 has been completed. So there must be some mill deck players playing in Pool 2 because mill decks are the ones that usually take a long time to play out. I'm kind of diving into their. Yeah, there are still a lot of matches in play. I wonder if they got a late start. There's a lot of matches that's in play still. So we'll go back over to our side of the world and we'll wait it out. But while we're waiting, if you've just joined up, please, I would like to encourage you to click the subscribe button and thumbs up the videos. It would be very, very helpful to this channel to get a lot of subscribers. I am going to donate $100 to Alzheimer's research once I get to 1,000 subscribers. And then when I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to donate another $100 to the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's research. And then at 3,000, I'm going to donate $100 to ankylosing spondylitis research. And I'm going to talk about that for just a minute. Ankylosing spondylitis is an autoimmune disorder that affects, it's a lot like, it's a type of arthritis, but what happens is your bones and your vertebrae, they begin fusing together. And it'll get down into your SI joints, which are in your hips, and you become very stiff. And if you've noticed on camera, and I'm going to switch views, if you notice on camera, I've got very limited range of motion in my neck, and that is because of this ankylosing spondylitis. And so there are different medicines out there. There's one called Humira, which I think Humira they use for just about anything, for this rheumatoid arthritis, Crohn's disease. It's a very but it didn't really work all that well for me. So I'm using a drug called Taltz, and it's an injectable, and it's designed to kind of help slow down that that reaction, that fusing of the vertebrae. I mean, and I am pretty stiff, and it does make it hard. I'm a 40-year-old man, and sometimes I feel like I have the joints of a 60-year-old. But it is what it is. That is life, and hey, we are imperfect people and imperfect bodies, and I am a believer in Christ, and I believe that one day, that I will have a better body than what I have now. But until that day, I will have aches and pains and stiffness, and but hey, we're all going to be stiff and sore at some point in our life. Some of us a little earlier than others. Um, but I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch these videos. It does mean a lot. I guess I'm not the most patient person in the world, so I'm hoping, I was hoping for this lightning to strike kind of thing, and I would have 1,000 subscribers overnight. Oh wow, you're great, but hey, that just you know that if anything, streaming on YouTube has taught me patience, and you see me glancing back and forth. I keep glancing back and forth to see if the matches are starting, and let's see if we've got anything before we. There's advantages to having the camera down on this level, but then there's advantages to having the camera where I did have it because I could look at the screen and but now I look like if I'm looking at the camera and then I glance over to the screen and I've got my recording software up. I see my eyes moving and it looks kind of weird. Let's see if we have any announcements in the pool for announcements. Nope. Pikachu, Pikachu. On this chat, somebody said pool 3 is the slowest pool. Change my mind. Too many male players, maybe. And that's kind of what I'm wondering because pool 3 is just dragging. And although it's finished now, it is finished. Pool 3 is finished. We're still waiting on, now we're waiting on pool 1 and pool 2. Our match is still going. Hmm. Well, are they in pool? I feel like they've already started pool 1 and pool 2 on round 4. Round 4 pairings will be up soon. We're live at 10:30. All right, so they're saying pool 4 is going to be up at 10:30. I think somebody in some of these other pools have jumped the gun because some of them are playing already have played 4. And I have not even started round 4 yet. One of the announcements says round 4 is going to start at 10:30, but like pool 1 and pool 2, round 4 will go live at 10:20. Are they staggering the? I wonder if they're staggering the starts. Okay. According to the announcements, I should be seeing, there it is. There's my matchup. There's the match. Going to check in. Ansel. I feel like I've played that guy before. Ansel? Ansel. Yeah, I'm an old Looney Tunes. Here we go. Electric and psychic. And I wonder if this is going to be another Toxtricity deck, maybe. Maybe. Or it could be a Bolton and they're using. I have seen Marshadow used as a. For the resetting hole ability. I have seen more electric decks, though, than I absolutely would have dreamed. Well, I see Zeraora up there. And we're into the match now. Forgot to switch over. There we go. Picarom. Okay. Mm. More like a classic. It looks very classic, but hmm. Guess we're going to go play that route. Oh, well. Do I want to take the Jirachi out? Yeah, I might slow them down just a wee bit. Energy switch. Okay, that might. Hmm. That's enough. He's attached. Yeah, he's gonna go for that. Take my Bolton now. It looks like there's the Thunder Mountain. That may be the only play I've got. Basic energy. Oh, I made a mistake. Hmm. Hmm. I think I'm going to scoop this one. I have a horrible hand. To go ahead and give it to you. Well, and that's that one. I will be back in a minute. I'm going to jump off stream. I will come back here in just a few